Chapter 1, Tradingview. In this chapter, I will be going over how to set up Tradingview, creating a watch list, making your charts look clean, going over drawing tools, indicators, creating alerts, the replay tool, and lastly, demo trading. If you want to become a better trader, the tools you use are important, just like any other job. Having them set up the right way is crucial. I'll show you how to set up Tradingview like a professional trader, focusing on creating watch lists, adding indicators, drawing tools, and cleaning up your charts to make them more effective for trading. Head on over to tradingview.com and let's get started. So once you have went to Tradingview, you can go and get started at the top right here. Now you have a couple options for plans, either non-professional or professional pro. I personally am a big fan of premium just due to the fact that you get more indicators, get more alerts. The more alerts that you have, the better that you are prepared when certain levels hit, support and resistance levels, and so on. That's kind of my favorite one. You have three options to pick from. I personally have the premium option because of the amount of alerts that you can get, but you can pick whatever options suits you best. It's not essential to have a paid subscription, but this will make things a lot easier and I would highly recommend to do so. Another pro tip is if you hold out on Black Friday, Tradingview offers huge discounts on plans. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to sign up for free. You're going to click right there and then you're going to click whatever email that you want to be directed to. As you can see, it already signed me in. Once you have signed in, this is what your chart will look like. You also have the option to download the desktop version, the app, which I also like, which you can just go into Tradingview and it'll have that option there for you. Using the web browser version of Tradingview is an option, but the desktop app is a little bit better. Now let's start on the watch list column here, guys, and let's start creating a watch list. First things first is I'm going to get rid of everything pretty much in here except for SPX. We're going to rename this to majors. Type in BTC and then whatever exchange that you're on. This is for leverage positions. If you are more of a spot trader, you'll just do USDT and you have that option there where it says spots highlighted here. But for this instance, since we are day traders, I'm going to do the perpetual contract. And again, that's for leverage and day trading. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a symbol, go to the plus sign on the right there. And there you go. As you can see, we have BTC in the major section. And I'm also going to add a couple other majors like Sol, USDT.P. Again, you can see the exchange that you are on. I'm personally on Bybit. You can see that you have the options of Binance, MEXC, BitGet, Blofin. But for the sake of the video, we are going to be on Bybit. We're also going to add ETH. And then there you go. We have the three major setup as well as we have SPX there. And that's all we need for right now. Now let's head into cleaning up the charts itself. First things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of these indicators. So you have a couple options to edit the settings. You can double click on the candles themselves, or you can just right click and go into the settings there as well. One thing too is I'm just going to go to status line and get rid of pretty much all of these little chart values, bar change value. I'm going to go into trading, unclick buy and sell buttons just to really make sure that my charts are very, very, very clean. I'm going to go to canvas, change the background a little bit so it's a little bit more appealing. I always go solid, but you have the gradient version. I personally like having my charts pretty white. I'm going to unclick the grid lines. Again, I'm not a fan. It's just a personal preference. Text, I like keeping at 12 lines. We're just going to do black a little bit there. That's going to kind of select the grid a little bit on the right-hand side. Again, really good for indicators. Symbols, this is for the candles, the borders, the wicks. You can change that, but for this video, I'm just going to keep them green and red. Of course, all the settings are my own. You can spend some time going over them and customizing them yourselves. Tradingview offers that. I really love the customization that you can have. If you have favorite colors, that kind of thing, you can put those on your chart. Okay, so now our chart is nice and cleaned up. Events, I don't really like having anything on my chart. So the events, the economic events, the latest news, you'll get these kind of lightning bolts where the economic news are coming around. Again, you can have those. I personally don't like them. So let's get into drawing tools, guys. This is a very important aspect of the video. We're going to get into each individual tool, what it does, and we'll be going through the basics of how to customize each tool along with some cool keyboard shortcuts that will make your life easier. Let's start with the horizontal lines so you can mark up charts with support and resistance levels. So we're going to go to the left here, the very most left of the chart, and you can see that you have these lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to favorite the horizontal line, and as you can see, we have started to customize our trading toolbar. I'm also going to favor the trend line. I'm going to go to the Fibonacci. I personally like Fibonacci retracement levels. We are going to go to the long and short positioning tool, price range tool. You can either use brush or path. They're very much similar, and I'm going to favorite the rectangle as well. So now we have the toolbar set up, and you guys can actually customize these and move these around to whatever you like. I'm just going to keep them the same for right now. We're also going to favor the cross, and we're going to put that first just to have that ready there. So basically the cross in comparison to all the trading tools, when you click on a trading tool, if you want to exit out of the trading tool, you just go click on cross, and that will allow you to edit the entire chart itself. Now back to the horizontal trading tool. Now this is where you're going to be setting basically your support and resistance levels, and you have a couple options of how you can set that up. You can go to the right here where it says plus, and it gives you the option to draw horizontal lines, or you have the trading toolbar up here, which you can also select, as you can see, or horizontal line. Clean up our chart a little bit. Let's get rid of these horizontal lines. Now here is some more customized options. You can change the colors. I'm going to change it to black. And the other really cool option is you can go to text. You can add a text. As you can see, you can type in things. You can change the color of the text. You can change if you want it bold, if you want it italic, and you can change the size. I personally just like 12, so we're just going to keep it as that. Now, if you really like the option of this, and this applies basically for every single trading tool, you can go down to template, and then you can also save as default or save as. So let's just save this as resistance. And as you can see, it pops up there. You also have text alignments that you can change. Let's say if we have this as resistance here, you can change it to the top, you can go to the right, you can go to the middle, center, bottom. You have lots of options here that you can select. So I do recommend spending some time there, customizing it, that sort of thing. So we've gone over style, we've gone over text. Now you can go over to coordinates. This is where you can pinpoint exact placements on the chart. So let's say we want to go to 90,000. As you can see, it will redirect that line to wherever you place it on the coordinate side of things. Next up, trend lines, commonly known as meme lines. Whatever you want to call it, you can call it that. Let's go over and customize this a little bit. That is in lines, and again, it's the trend line, which we've already favorited. This allows you to basically pinpoint vertical instead of horizontal trend lines, support and resistance. There's many names for them, but we can customize them as well. So let's go in, double click it, and as you can see, you have the coordinates option. You also have the text option, which you can add text. Let's just call it meme line. You can go style, let's just go black, and then obviously you have lots of options. I'm also going to change the thickness, and I'm gonna go dotted line on this one. That's just, again, preference for me. You can do whatever you want. Let's get rid of this text, but again, you still have the same options as you did with the horizontal line tool. Again, if you like these defaults, you can save them. All right, now our options are saved. Now, without spending too much time on this during the video, you can customize these and go through them as you wish. As you can see, we have fib retracements that we would have to customize as well. Lots of options there. You have the long and short positioning tool, which I like as is. Very important. This is going to set your trade up, where you're looking to enter, your stop loss, as well as where you're looking to take profit. So make sure that you have the long position tool as well as the short position tool to set up your trades accordingly. The brush here is where you can freehand draw, as you can see there. Boxes, this is where you can set up support and resistance levels as well, often known as order blocks, that sort of thing, but it gives you a little bit of a range of, let's say, where support and resistance is. Fibonacci is to find those sweet golden pockets. The short and long position tool is to work out position sizing for your trades, as well as to set up your trades and plan them ahead of time. All settings and any of these customized toolbar here are customizable as shown on the horizontal line, as well as the meme line or trend line. What I suggest is favoriting your most used tools by clicking on the star on the right hand of each tool. You can add your favorite toolbar onto your chart by clicking the star button, just as we did in the bottom left. And I'll go over that again, guys. Here is that you can just star whatever you like, and whatever tools you use the most, star them, and it will pop up in the customized toolbar. If you'd like to learn more extensive knowledge on these tools from a technical standpoint, then make sure you check out our other videos where we discuss technical analysis, and that will be in the below chapter. chapters. Now let's get into indicators. Similar to the drawing tools, we're not going to go into the technical side of things with the indicators. This is just a basic setup. Simply click up into the top left-hand corner here where it says indicator, and you can search your desired indicators that you would like. Some commonly used ones are RSI, moving averages, volume, FVGs, lots of different volume profiles, and there's a ton of indicators out there. I personally like having my charts super clean, but I do use RSI. So what we'll do is we'll type in RSI and we'll click on the relative strength index. We'll favorite it, and as you can see, it pops up in the bottom here. As like the drawing tools, you can also favorite them as we just did. And to open up the settings, you can just again right click and it will add it, or you can just double click on it and then you can see that you can customize the colors, you can customize the inputs and so forth. If you would like to hide the indicator, what you can do is you can go up here and push it all the way down, or you can just do hide there and it will go away. And let's go into the indicator section and type in moving average. Let's just go EMAs. As you can see, we have the EMA here and we have it pop up in the left hand corner. This is where you can also go into the settings, where this little box here, and you can edit the settings just as the indicator tool, just as the indicators. And if you would like to hide the indicator itself, you can just go hide and it will go away, as you can see there as well. The replay tool. Now we're going to look at the replay tool. This is by far the most underrated feature TradingView has to offer. If you are looking to build yourself a profitable trading system, this guy is going to be your best friend. Look at the top right toolbar, and as you can see, we have the replay tool there. You will see the rewind icon. That's the bar replay tool. Click it, activate the replay tool. A new panel will pop up at the bottom here with your playback controls, similar to a video player. Now, wherever you want to go back in time, you can, and it will go all the way back in time, and you can see how it plays out. You can see that it will go forward in time, and you can see exactly, where your levels are playing out, that sort of thing. If your strategy is working, if it isn't, if you take a stop loss, or if it's a win. And again, this allows you to back test strategies. You can add indicators, everything that you have the option to do normally trading, live trading, you have the option to go back and replay it as well. As you can see, playing in real time. You can also speed up the process a little bit so it goes a little bit faster. And again, you can see if your strategy is working or if it isn't. As the chart plays out, you can add indicators, draw trend lines, or mark key levels using TradingView's tools, just like you would do in real time. When you're done, hit the X on the replay tool at the bottom right here, and it will exit the replay tool and then go back to real time. The replay tool is perfect for testing strategies, spotting patterns, or reviewing trades without risking money. Creating alerts. All right, let's talk about setting up alerts. It's the best way to stay on top of the market without staring at charts all day. Alerts will notify you when the price hits a level or does something specific. Let me show you how to set them up exactly. To set up alert, find the clock at the top right there, and then you can basically put whatever value you want. So if we want alert at 95,000, you'll put that there, and you can either choose once. So once price goes up to where you set that alert, you can set it either once, so trigger once, or if you want to do it every single time, you can as well. You can add a custom name for it. So let's say BTC crossing 95,000, and you simply just press create. And as you can see, the alert is set up there, and you can move it up or down wherever you want it. You can also right click, add alert to wherever you want to put it, and you can see that the alert is there as well. There's multiple ways to skin the cat when setting alerts. You can also go to the plus sign and add alert there, and you can see all these alerts are set. If you want to customize the alert lines, again, just go to settings, go down to alerts, and you can change the colors. So if you want red, as you can see, these all change to red. Now you will be notified. Let's get into the notifications icon. So let's click there, notifications, go to the notifications tab. You can notify an app. You can actually send an email. You can play sounds. You can collect the sounds that you want to be heard. I like thin. And again, you can set these every 3 seconds or once, or it depends on what you want to do there. Make sure that you have notify an app so that when you're on your phone or if you're away from the desktop, you are getting alerts on your phone as well. Basically, we went over all 3 options on how to set up alerts. We went through notifications as well as settings. We went through how to change the colors of them. You're basically set up when it comes to alerts. Now, another little trick here too, you can actually set alerts alerts on trend lines and horizontal lines. So let's say if we want to get an alert when BTC is crossing this meme line here, what you can do is you can right click, add alert at trend line. Again, you can customize the name. You can customize if you want to do it per bar or once per minute, and you can create. Now, when price crosses that trend line, you will get alert as well. You can basically set alerts on every single tool. There's some that you can't, but most of them you can. So keep that in the back of your head. If you are wondering if you can set an alert on that specific tool, again, just right click and see if you can. Another thing is too, is you can go and see what alerts are logged. So as you can see, I only have one alert here, and you can see that it's logged in your alerts section. It's a good way to keep track of what alerts you have set and a good way to keep organized on those alerts itself. Okay, last but not least, let's set up demo trading and dive into paper trading and why this is a great tool for you to be utilizing. With Tradingview, it's actually built inside of the app itself. You can go down here and you can see that you have these options here. So go down to trading panel and you can see paper trading. You're going to click that and then press connect. And as you can see, your starting balance, your equity, all of that, realized P&L, unrealized P&L, account margin, available funds, and orders margin. So again, as default, you have the $100,000 account balance. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the left-hand corner here where it has this little box here. You're going to click on that. You're going to reset account, and you can actually add whatever balance you want. So I'm going to put $1,000 in there for right now, and I'm going to reset. And as you can see, the account balance has changed to $1,000. Now let's actually go and set up a trade. Now you can see that in the top right hand corner here, you have the option to trade. Now this is where you're going to go and set either a limit or market, and you can go ahead and set whatever market you want. So let's go set up a short at $92,000 just for the video's sake. You can either do units or margin USD. Let's just do $500. Let's go short, and you can lock that in and sell. You can also set up the take profit point. You can set up a stop loss as well, whatever you would like, or you can go to the chart itself and actually move the sell limit order, or you can do TP and stop loss. Wherever you move it to, it will modify the order and you can click on it. So let's say we want to set a stop loss at 102,000. You can see that the stop loss order will go and modify there. And if you want to take profit at, let's say, below this wick here, it will modify that order to whatever you would like. Now let's do a market order example. Let's just take a sell right at market order, and you can see that we are entering the trade. You can also come down here and it will show you your positions that are active. Let's cancel that limit order, and then the same applies. You can drag your stop loss. Let's go stop loss there, click modify. You can also TP at the lows there, and it'll actually show you your P&L of what you could make or what you could lose. So as you can see, I have my stop loss at 100,500 roughly, and I'll lose $500. And if we were to get our full TP below that wick there, we would make roughly $1,000. There's lots of ways to skin the cat when you are paper trading. You can manually set the stop loss, you can manually set the limit order, or you can go up and do exactly what I did and drag back and forth. I recommend spending some time on this, guys, and making sure that you are getting familiar with, what it feels like to enter a trade. Make sure that you're journaling your emotions, you're journaling your trade setup, why you took the trade, and so forth. Now, if you would like to partially take TP along the way, you just go over to the X close position. You can partially close, and you can select the amount of units that you would want to close. So let's say if we want to close half of the position, we would go and do 0.02 BTC and partially close. And there you go. Now half of our position is gone. Now, again, market orders are for chasing the market, or you can take the patient approach and set limit orders. Depending on what strategy you're using, that's the type of order you will be executing on, either market or limit order. The nice thing is about Tradingview, you can track your orders through these arrows and see, if your trade won previously or if you lost a trade. Make sure that you guys are entering what trade you want to do, either sell or buy, long or short. Like I said before, your position will be put into the positions icon down below here. Your orders for limit entries will be going through there, and you can actually go through your history as well. You actually have a built-in trading journal yourself too, but you can't really add a lot into this, the type of emotions, that kind of thing. That's why I recommend setting up a journal yourself. All right, there you have it, guys. Your Tradingview is set up and you are now dialed in like a professional trader. We covered everything you need to get started: downloading Tradingview, getting in, building a watch list, tidying up your charts for a clean look, customizing customizing drawing tools to mark key levels, adding indicators to sharpen up your analysis, using the replay tool to backtest like a champ, setting alerts to stay ahead of the market without being glued to the screens, and lastly, set up your paper trading account to put it all to test. The setup is your foundation. Now it's up to you to tweak it, practice it, and make it your own and customize it. Trading is a journey, and TradingView will help you navigate the markets in a smart way. If you found this video helpful, check out our technical analysis video in the next chapters below to take your trading skills to the next level.